This podcast is brought to you by Wizard.ai and by the Foundation for World Harmony.
Come with me to discover the transformative power of kindness and the joy it brings. Join me as we explore every Monday morning simple yet profound ways to elevate your happiness, one gesture at a time.
Wow, fantastic baby. Dance. I'm gonna dance. Fantastic baby.
Fantastic morning to one and all. I hope you had a fantastic week. I hope whatever you did that was making you happy, you keep doing it. And I keep doing this show because it's making me happy. Today, I've got an interview. It's quite long, but quite inspirational. This young man from Douala, Cameroon, is a livestock farmer, and he's got the most incredible story of how he came into being. And you know, I love teachers and I love farmers. And he's got a platform that if you're a veterinarian, you're going to want to know about. If you want to learn about veterinaries, being a livestock farmer, it's inspirational, and it's around the world. He's got a platform throughout 30 countries in Africa and around the world. He's a really great guy. He's one of our newest ambassadors of kindness. He's going to be our director general because he's so connected in all throughout Africa, and he gets the mission. I met him on a seminar where we were both speakers. It was for the Universal Peace Federation, and he called me immediately afterwards and wanted to be part of the revolution. And he is a big part of it now, and I'm very happy to know him. And you're going to meet him in a second here. But before we get to that, let me read you a kindness quote, like I like to do each week, that I don't always remember to do, because you know this is not a scripted show like all my thousands of videos on Befantastic YouTube. It's just me talking from the heart, trying to put a smile on someone's face, your face, because this is for you. This isn't for me. This is to make you smile, to make you happy, to teach you how to be happy and why you should be happy, because that's her goal in life. So this is from Mother Teresa. You might have heard of her. She did a lot of fantastic things. Probably one of the kinder people that you could ever want to know. Or I did a search the other some months ago on the kindest people on the planet. She made the top 10 list. Then I was wondering who are the worst people on the planet, and there were some really bad characters, or as we call them nowadays, actors that have done some horrendous things. Vlad the Impaler, for one. Anyway, Mother Teresa said, kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are truly endless. And I say words matter. Words can cure, words can kill, words can heal, and words can hurt. And the word fantastic, to me, is the most fantastic word, because one, it means unimaginably great and beautiful, and it forces you to smile. Now, I've met a lot of depressed people in my life. They say 70% of people are depressed. And if you continue not to smile, it will be like a snowball effect. You'll continue to be depressed. So it's very important to smile. They say even if you just push your lips up into a smile, works, because a smile releases endorphins, dopamine, and serotonin. And that reduces stress, anxiety, and depression. Isn't that great? And a smile makes you look and feel fantastic. I love to make people smile. I love to make people laugh. And you can laugh at me all you like, because whenever you laugh, science says you live an hour longer. And when you smile, 5 minutes. So do a lot of smiling, do a lot of laughing, and be happy. And that's what this show is all about. I'm very happy to report that we're over 12,000. I'm not sure if I said that last week or not, but the people that are joining, like this gentleman you're going to meet, are truly unbelievably fantastic people. And there's a lot of fantastic people out there. We only have 12,187 as of today, but and there's 8 billion people on the planet, so we have a ways to go. And there's a lot of evil people out there too. And you know, when you love yourself, you have the capacity to love others, and to get away from negative thinking and negative people is really important. but we try to love all others. We try to love the planet, but most of all, we have to try to love ourselves. Don't beat yourself up. Don't look in the mirror and say you're overweight and this, that, and the other thing. Love yourself unconditionally. That's the road to happiness, to really love yourself without condition. And that's hopefully you'll learn that from this show. You'll learn it from the 2,600 plus videos I have on Befantastic. You'll learn it from the 4 websites we have. We have a lot of stuff going on. We have the kindness class curriculum nearly done. We have the kindness class for the kindness club for kids coming out, where you can get together with your neighbors and kids and teach them kindness and do kindness activities. And it's going to be a very exciting kindness club for kids. So that's kind of fun. And we're releasing here in Antigua. My director here in Antigua created what's called FACE. It's a FACE group, and it stands for Fantastic Art Caravans Everywhere. And Dennison, the artist, is going to get around 10 to 20 artists each week to exhibit their art, sell their art, share their art at restaurants and venues around Antigua. But he's doing it to promote kindness, to promote the kindness revolution, which is what I'm all about and which I'm doing. And every day I send out a lot of texts, a lot of information about kindness. And I hope you're an ambassador. And if you're not, please join at worldkindnesslist.com. It takes about 10 seconds to join. And then you can join a crew. We've got local, city, village, national groups. We've got school groups. We've got places of worship groups all around the world sharing kindness. And we have business groups if you're in making money. And we have, like I say, the religious groups, all kind of groups. It's all to, make the world a better place. Because we're all one big family. We all have to get along. We all should get along. And I think we have to. Anyway, so without further ado, let's meet Fotso. It's a long interview, so get your coffee, relax. It's worth watching every minute of it. He's a fantastic human being. We need more Fotsos in the world. And again, if you're an ambassador and I haven't interviewed you yet, please get a hold of me. You know how to get a hold of me. If my WhatsApp's not shut down like it just was, sometimes people just don't understand or recognize my number and they report it as spam. We don't spam. Why would we spam? We only send out messages to the people that want to hear it. But sometimes new ambassadors don't recognize the number and they say, it must be spam. Or they don't believe kindness is a real thing, and they report us. At any rate, let's get to the interview. And of course, after the interview is an episode of me cooking around the world, easy, fast, economical, and delicious recipes. Also, we started a new WhatsApp group called Cooking is Fantastic, where I will start posting the recipes there. And I invite you to post recipes there too, because I think eating and cooking makes you happy, makes me happy, and hope it makes you happy as well. Have a fantastic interview here. Please watch it all and enjoy the cooking, and I'll talk to you after it's all done. Well, everyone, I'm very happy to introduce to you one of our newest ambassadors of kindness. He's going to be doing some really amazing things in Africa. He's a wonderful human being. He's got the greatest smile on the planet, and his name is Fotso Ngassa, and he's in Douala, Cameroon. He runs a company called GaJo Livestock. So we're going to talk about his company, his passions. He's got a fantastic crew. They've already joined as ambassadors, and he's wonderful. Welcome to the show, Fotso. So my first question to you, young man, is what does kindness mean to you? How do you define kindness?
Kindness is the act of being accepting, constructing the universe. Kindness is the act of sharing the same vision with your fellow brothers. Kindness is also the act of feeling in someone's shoes. Like for us Africans, when you're kind to people, you are spreading peace. It's the act of peace. When you are kind to yourself, you are kind to people. And when you are kind to people, we are saving the universe.
Well put. Okay, what did you do today? Because it's the afternoon for you. It's morning here on Monday when this is
Oh,
broadcast. What did you do today that was kind?
Today was a fantastic day for me because being an ambassador of kindness, while driving to my office, because I had a meeting or a Zoom meeting with UPF training section today, which I really appreciated. Coming to this office, I met some group of people standing beside the roadside, and it was raining. So I decided to take to myself to stop and carry them and ask them, what destination are you heading to? They told me. I said, okay. Well, actually, we were not going on the same destination, but I just decided to give them a lift because I felt their pain. I put myself in their shoes because they were like a family of two and the lady was holding a baby. I said, wow. Okay. I asked the driver to stop. I said, excuse me, may I help you? Where are you getting to? Where are you going to? They told me, no, I'm going to, we are going to, you don't know the place, but I'll just say it it's a neighborhood called Bonamusadi. I said, okay, me, I'm going to Makepe. My office is Makepe. They said, okay, if you are going to we are going to Bonamusadi. It's two different, but I will help you because it's just a stone throw of my office, my neighborhood of my office. So I took them all along. The lady was, wow. And the husband, thanks. I said, you are such a nice person. I'm surprised because why did you stop? I said, is it because of the baby? I said, no, I'm an ambassador of kindness. And I shared them the link of our website. So I told them, just be kind to the next person and let's spread peace and kindness. So
Well,
that's the act of kindness I did today.
That's wonderful. It's called a random act of kindness.
Thank you.
And if more people did it, I was in Alexandria, Egypt, and I was on a horseback carriage, one horse carriage, and I had a driver. I
Yeah.
was by myself, and he didn't speak a word of English. And all of a sudden, he stops the horse, ties it real quickly, and jumps off the carriage and runs back.
Yeah.
And there's an old lady with some groceries, and he helped her flag a taxi and helped her put the bags in the taxi. And he came back. Now, of course, he didn't speak English, didn't say a word, but I saw the gesture. And you know how
Yeah.
he was rewarded? I gave him a bigger tip because it was just made me feel fantastic to see him do that. And when people do things
Amazing.
without a
Fantastic.
reward, it's
Yeah.
fantastic. It really is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just so the audience that knows, we met recently at a conference. We were both speakers for the
Yeah.
Universal Peace Federation. And immediately after the conference, Fotso calls me and says, I want in. Let's do this together. Which
Good
makes me,
memories.
it makes me so happy when people say, "How can I help?" Because the world
Yeah.
needs help. The world needs the
Yeah.
kindness revolution, and
Yeah.
with shows like this, teaching people how to be happy. Because why are we here? We're here to be happy. And this show, as you know, is called the Complete Guide to Happiness, where we hear from our ambassadors how to be
Yeah.
kind, why we should be
Yeah.
kind, and what does kindness mean, and what will it do for the planet? It stops war. It stops violence and killing and
Yeah.
lying and stealing and cheating and teasing and bullying and
Yeah.
all the bad things man does. So we're on a
Yeah.
mission, and you're in a lot of countries in Africa. Is that correct?
Yeah, I've visited 43 countries in Africa because actually, before launching GaJo Livestock platform, GaJo Livestock, before I proceed, I'll present that to you if you permit me. It's a
Sure.
platform for food security and social protection in Africa. And our main preoccupation is to secure the well-being of the Africans, and not only the Africans, the whole planet. That is by promoting livestock actors that are doing their best to farm in an interior where there is a lot of lacking. There is no electricity. There is no easy access to them because of bad roads, and there's a lot of constraint. So I thought to myself, and these people are being exploited by middlemen who goes there, who has all the billions and money to go to the interior and buy their product and sell. And some of them just do it for passion. You understand? So they don't do it, they don't earn anything. And at times even they don't even do it properly. Some of those goods are supplied to the city, urban areas, and even exported. And so it goes to everybody. And at the end of the day, you find people being contaminated because of some illness, because the goods were not properly checked and they were not properly farmed. So after much trouble, because I would like to tell you, if you permit me, my personal story, how I came about to fall in love in life.
That's why you're here. We want to hear it.
Okay. My story is very pathetic because I come from the English-speaking part of Cameroon, where I started. I had a passion of livestock farming in 2006. I fell in love with this because, first of all, my granddad was a farmer, a livestock farmer. He used to farm cattle, bulls. He had all kinds of bulls, and he was so passionate about that. But that was not the reason that I embarked on that journey. I embarked personally because there was a little bit of a loggerhead between the two families, because my granddad, who was a farmer, implemented my grandmother, who was from the royalty. So it was like a sacrilege that this shepherd has implemented the wife of the daughter of the king, or a girl from the royal status, and that was the bad guy. That was the unlock. The guy became a bad guy to the community. He was driven away, and my grandmom was obliged to leave the community, and the parents, they flew her away to another city to stay there. Well, because she refused to take out the pregnancy, and the pregnancy was my mom.
Oh.
When my mom was giving birth, she said they hid this story from me. I was like, oh, each time when I saw animals, I was like so attached to them. Even when I see this shepherd going along with their animals, I will run towards the animal. Then some of the animals, they have this feeling with me. So they were like, both of them, my grandma would look at my mom. And at times when she's sitting with her sister, she said, hey, something is happening here. Do you understand? She said, yes. So they started looking for my granddad, because when my granddad left in the meeting, he told them, look, I am proud of who I am. I will never denounce my profession or my action. I love your daughter. The rank of my rank class doesn't matter. If I'm a shepherd or I'm a livestock farmer, you know, in those days, people were looking at it like an occupation for the losers or for the minority class.
No, farmers are the best.
Okay, so what happened? He told them, your daughter is pregnant. If your daughter doesn't look for me, my grandchildren will look for me. So when I grew up, I had so much attachment to animals. So each time I will come, when my mom will be telling me to do something or to embark on several things, I'll be telling her, I want to rear animals. She'll start crying, shedding tears. I never understood. She was like recalling what my granddad told her. So one day, this is the best part of the story, because it's something the whole world has to know. You don't play with the nature, and you don't play with someone who is being kind to humanity and who proclaims kindness to humanity. So what happens is that there was this link cut off. I was sitting one day where, since my mother's family was from a middle-class background, we had servants, and we had a tree, a guava tree at the yard, out of the gate. So we're not allowed to go out of the gate. So I went out of the gate, I sat on that tree. This story makes me to shed tears at times because it was the connection with me and my granddad. So when my grandmom cried several times, she told me, I have a confession. Your mother's father was a shepherd, was a livestock farmer. I said, wow. So I see where this zeal and this ambition is coming from. So I think you people won't stop me. You won't get mad at me for rearing my animals, or because I started with sheep, goat, then I bought chicken. I'll feed them every morning before I go to school. So I'll get up earlier just to go and feed them before I go to school. So they were so amazed, and she shed tears and confessed, and she gave me the name, 2 names. And I asked him, what is the particularity about him? He said, your granddad had one particularity. He was a Muslim, but he used to drink whiskey. So they were calling him Alaji Whiskey. I said, oh, so they call him Alaji Whiskey. He said, yes, because in those days, Muslims don't drink alcohol. But this man drank whiskey. And he told them, the Bible and the Quran said, drink but don't drink. So that's how he defended himself. So they gave him the name Alaji Whiskey, or wine. He drinks wine. So when I met, one day I was sitting out of the gate, that the servant allowed me to move out and spend some time there, because we were not allowed, because our parents told us while they are not home, we should stay. We had a very big compound, large, enough space, but I was so stubborn while I was a young man. So I had to, I wanted to choose my environment. I said, no, I'll sit out there. So there was a public bench there. I saw this Muslim girl coming with headscarf and selling what we call in our local language, kwili kwili and adakwa. So when this girl was selling this kwili kwili and adakwa, I greeted her. I said, I love this thing. She said, yes, please. Would you like to have one? I said, yes. I said, but how much is it? She said, it's 500, 25 francs. I said, oh, I have money in the house. Hold on a minute. I went in, I bought what I had. I gave her 500. So I took that kwili kwili and adakwa, 25 francs, 100
What
francs.
is that? What is that 25 kwaka? What is that?
Kwili kwili was granite, that is peanut, which is being ground and made in a local way with the hand. It's been wrapped like this, so it's long. It's like it's just, in those days they call it most Hausa biscuit. It was like a biscuit, like, I don't know how to explain that.
Like a cookie.
So it was something that every little child loves to buy. So when he sees it on the road, just like ice cream or whatsoever, there was a local one. Us people like us that are from Africa, they know it. They know what they call kwili kwili or adakwa. So I bought that kwili kwili for 200 francs. Then I asked the girl to keep the change. She was so happy. Then she told me, I asked her, where do you live? She said, oh, I live in the Muslim neighborhood. We call it in our own language, Hausa Kwata. I told her, oh, you live in a Muslim language, means you know you people have animals. I said, yeah. My father, my grandfather used to be. I said, oh, lucky you. I just told her my story. I said, you see this house here? Nobody wants me to keep animal, but I'm keeping chickens. They love it. When Xmas come, they buy from me, and they say, oh, it was well brought up. But I love also to keep sheep's goat. So I decided to economize my money. I have 2 of them, but they don't allow me to keep it here. So I'm keeping it in my friend's compound. Do you mind? Let me take you there so that you can see my sheep goat. If you people have such, and you know someone who sells it cheap, I would love to buy them. He said, wow, okay, let's go. So I took a stroll with the girl. Her name is Awa. Okay, so Awa told me, she was also called Usena. Usena is the easiest name I used to call her. So I asked her, Usena, in your place when we arrived, I said, in your neighborhood, that Hausa Kwata, how much do they sell a sheep goat like this? She told me, oh, it's very cheap. I said, because when I want to buy, I'm still looking for the female. I've just been opportune to find males because I want them to reproduce. He said, oh, my granddad, my grandfather and my father, they have a lot. I said, wow. I said, lucky you. I said, what's your grandfather's name or your father's name? He said, my father's name is Mr. Mohammed, but my grandfather's name is Alhaji Dansufo, but he's popularly known like Alhaji Whiskey. I stood for a minute. I said, what? Your grandfather's name is who? He said, Alhaji Whiskey. I said, hold on a minute. Are you sure of what you are talking about? He said, yes. I said, please, I would like to meet him. I've heard of him. My grandmother told me he was such a prosperous, and I never wanted her to know I have any link. So I just, can I meet him? Is it in this city? He said, yes. I said, okay. Hold on, let's go back home. So she said, no, let's finish this. What do you want to? I said, no, let's go. So I ran back. We took a stroll back to our compound, entered my parents' house. I took money. We bought a taxi. She said, no, I can't go, but they will beat me. I have to sell all this before we said that. So I'll buy everything. How much is it? He said 3,000 francs. I gave her 5,000 francs. I said, oh, now, are you satisfied? She said, oh, if you want, I can take you everywhere, but I can't go back with this. I just said, just give it to me. As we are going, we'll just share. We met kids on road. I said, oh, have it. My mind was, I have to go and present myself to this Alhaji Whiskey. Guess what happened?
Your grandfather.
When I shared everything on our way to the city, the neighborhood, my granddad was sitting somewhere at the entrance of there was a street. So he was sitting on the mat, because most of them, they don't sit on seats. They have a mat. He was sitting on the mat. He saw me coming. He looked at Husseina. He looked at me. He stood up and said, Allahu Akbar. I stood. Husseina said, that's my father, my grandfather. He said, Husseina. He called. He looked at me. Because I looked a little bit like my mom. So my the daughter, the granddaughter told him, he's one young man, he said he wants to see you. I never introduced myself to him. He said, young man, what do you do? I said, I'm a livestock farmer. Are you Alhaji Whiskey? He said, yes. I was very courageous while I was young. I was a young man. I said, can you give me a handshake or can I give you a hug? He looked at me. He said, who is your mother? What's the name of your mother? I said, I love to present my grandmother before presenting my mother. I said, my grandmother is Charlotte Mukete from the royal family of the Bafo of Kumba. He fell down on his knees. He held me tight. Even the granddaughter never understood what was going on. He said, he started talking in, I don't know if Arab language or whatsoever, crying. Then he took me, I have a mark here. He took me straight away. He said, it's their tradition. I shouldn't get missing any longer. He knew when I was coming, he felt an energy, but he never knew who am I. And he saw a sign. So, and he has seen my mother several times, but at a certain moment, the line was break up between them because my grandmother's family was so hard on that aspect that they never wanted an introduction that was something from a mainly a merchant. So
Right.
that's how I decided to follow him. My brother, Dr. Fantastic, you are a fantastic person. I won't lie to you. When I got to his compound, It was like a palace, not that palace that my mom's family is from. My mother's family is from. It was a real palace and everybody was welcoming. Wow, welcome. I came back with a lot of kwili kwili and adakwa, and from that day I stopped buying kwili kwili and adakwa. And he told me, we have a tradition. When I meet you, I know they'll ask you what happened, but just tell them you wound yourself. He took a blade. He took some kind of ashes. He put it with oil or what, I don't know what, he mixed it and just cut me like this. He said it's a mark and a sign that I'm one of his children. And each and every of his children, I was looking at their face, they had that mark. So, oh, so I belongs to this side. What am I going to tell my people going back there? I was first happy that I met my grandfather. I was happy too. I'm going to source out someone who is going to supply me more cattle or sheep, goat that I love to raise. Because during my experience raising those sheep goat, they are so nice. They come to you. You know, if you are sitting, they'll do this in your ears, and it leads to funny me. Then they play with you. So even at times too, when I look at people who wants to kill them, I have this compassion. So that day when we separated, before we separated, I told him, Alaji, forget that I'm your grandson, like you just said. Can I visit your farm? He said, it's my pleasure. What, you love livestock farming? I said, yes. He still repeated that his language. Hello, hardback. I said, okay. He took me now. He called one of his son, who was also a grown-up, like my mom. He said, that's your uncle. His name is Uba. I said, oh, good day, Uba. He said, yeah. He's going to drive us to one of my small, where I stopped some of the, just a small farm reserve, a farm reserve. So he took us there. When there, I was so happy. So when they opened where those cattle are being kept, I just entered with no, because at times people are afraid. So don't give me this thing. I just entered with no, that is, I wasn't afraid. So you see
Right.
this stick, I always have it in my office here. This is what we used to chase cattle. And so he wanted to give me that. I said, no, don't worry. I entered with this, without this. And I was very young. He said, wow. He said, this is my grandson. This is my true blood. So discussed, he introduced me to some of his workers. He said, okay. I told him I would go and look for money and come and buy one. He said, no. From today, you won't buy. Whatever you need, just tell me. I said, for sure? He said, yes. I said, no, I can't go now with anything. My parents, they'll kill me if I come with something like that. He said, okay, don't worry. He said, how is your mom? We discussed. Then we separated. I left back home. He said, keep the secret. So I was being scared. I couldn't tell anyone I met him. So when I met my grandmom now, I'll just be looking at her. I'm smiling. I said, grandmom, I met one man who promised to give me a lot of cattle. After like a month, or a sheep goat that I love to raise, he said, okay, give you for how much? I said, for free. He said, oh, you are dreaming. Nobody in this country, maybe the man wants to send you to the house, to your parents' house to see something and come and give you. You should be careful. She drew my ears like this. I said, oh, grandma, allow me. What I'm saying, this man is a serious man. Then when she was saying, I'm telling you, I said, I will not listen. I'll collect whatever they want to give me. So she was drying my eyes. I said, the man's name is also Alaji Whiskey. She stood quiet. She said, you met Alaji Whiskey? I said, yes. I said, do you want to know? You want evidence? I said, yeah. I said, is it? She almost fell. I just showed her my face. She almost fell, Dr. Fantastic. That was the most fantastic day in my life. My
Yes.
grandma cried and asked for apologies. And by then there was no cell phone. We had this fixed phone. So he does not have any phone. He said, can you take me there? I said, if only you accept to give me a land to keep my cattle, let's take a deal. The sheep I'm going to bring. He said, for that, no problem. So I took my grandmom there. And when I took my grandmom there, you can't imagine what. there was reunion, and everybody was responsible at this moment. My mother too was introduced, everybody,
So,
and a month later, my grandmom passed away, and
well,
before she left, she told me she can now go happily because
but they lived
we
so close to one another. It's amazing.
no, 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 no. My granddad was chased away, so he changed his city, but he has his family there. So Muslim, when they start somewhere, when they relocate at a certain period, they come back to their base. You understand? They always relocate to go and stay with the animals. Those farmers, those livestock farmers, where they keep the animals, they build shelves or small huts like farmhouses to stay closer to the animal. So he was in there for long, but since they never knew, after my grandmom's story, he got married to another lady. He sent the lady to Kumba and was still in contact with the lady and had so many children, built a house, but nobody knew he was there.
Right. So
So
the young lady you met and you bought the little peanut thing from, do you still have a relationship with her?
yeah, unfortunately, she's dead.
Oh,
Yeah, she's dead. Usena died of an illness. I don't know if it's cancer or whatsoever. She just becoming pale, pale, pale. We
so
lost
what
her.
what
But
what a fantastic story to start
yeah,
off your business.
I have everybody of his family in contact with me today. They are my family. We are happily living together, and I breached that curse or that restriction that was being made by my grandfather. So my mother's mother's father, my grandmother's father, parents or family. So that story was just to tell you where my passion comes from. Is
Wonderful.
something, yeah, it's something I always like to tell people. We do things not because we want to do them. At times when kids are still young, allow them to feel free to express themselves in the kind of profession they feel comfortable.
Stop wasting your time on manually editing your videos. The secret AI tool will do the work for you. One of the best things about it is that it gives your video the potential to go viral. Visit this page, sign in, create a project by clicking on this button. Choose a video that you want to use. Click on the AI clip button. Wait for the magic. It is scanning through the video and looking for the parts that has the potential to go viral. Instead of editing the video by yourself, it does the work for you. It even generates headline and captions which fit your video. Another surprise is that they generate video description or social post for you to use. Once done, click Export to Post.
After that, my grandmother died, and my mother also died, and I grew up many years being passionate about livestock farming. I always have some small sheep or this local African chicken we call country fowl in our language. So I step up the game by raising cattle. So my grandfather also died too. Before he died, we were very close, and he gave me all his blessing. And he told me, "Oh, if you love this, just follow your dream. Nobody should tell you anything that is impossible to do. Livestock farming, because you don't pray like a Muslim, or religion is just friction or what." He told me a lot of things. You are free to follow the religion that suits you, but livestock farming is some kind of, if you feel it, if you love doing it, you can do it and succeed at a greater scale, at a different dimension. Don't be afraid. So, Dr. Fantastic, I really launched my own farm in 2006. When I talk of farm, it was something huge. And I was very successful because this is the only profession someone can give you credit. without any documentation. You just have to be an honest person. You meet honest people in the industry or in the community where areas. You tell them that, oh, if you give me this in 1 week or 2 weeks, I'll pay you back. And if they accept, you respect your terms and conditions, and they'll enrich you. They'll make you a greater person. So what happened? I embarked on this journey just with little amount, and at a certain point in this journey, I was very successful. Why? Because I was an honest person, loyal, and I was the only person. Each time coming back, I always keep them some gift. So this pushed me to raise cattle until I have great numbers. That, farmers, we don't give the exact numbers, great numbers. So reasonable numbers that call for a lot of attention. So due to the Anglophone crisis in 2016, we lost everything.
No. What happened?
Yeah. The crisis in the northern and the English part of Cameroon made me and my cousin that were doing this, he embarked on it too. He too was very successful. I can even say more than me. We lost everything. We lost everything, but we did not back down.
All the animals died.
No, the separatist fighters, they entered into our farms. They drove us. They drove our workers.
It was
They
stolen.
destroyed everything.
It was stolen.
Yeah. They stole everything. So they stole everything, and it was some kind of a terrible situation for me, because me not having, firstly, enough capital, and it was like finding yourself, you leave your home to go and do shopping in the supermarket, and when coming back, you find that your home is being destroyed with everything. So I wasn't prepared for that. I never knew there would be a crisis. And when there is crisis, the crisis doesn't announce, they don't give a date that, oh, we'll come out, nobody is going to come out. It just started like that. And when it started, nobody knew it was going to get to this, like a strike that lawyers were, later on students, the teachers, later the population embarked on it. So at a certain point, movement were restricted that if you don't do business with this other community, and some of us were rather unfortunate because those separatist fighters were no other person but lazy folks that used to sit in the city. They don't do anything. Us hardworking youth, they look at us, they say, please give me 100 francs, or can I have 1,000? The day you have, you give them. The day you don't have, you don't give them. So when this crisis broke out, so they were like the king now of the city, because they are radical. They have all they know all the bad guys. So they just walk into your farm, they save themselves, they take those animals free. Terrible things. People lose their houses, shops, everything was burned down. So I had to relocate to save my life. I came to Douala because while I was doing that, I had shops in Douala, I had people I was supplying. When that happened, one man saw my flyers. What would you call flyers? My communication document. This. When he saw this, he was impressed. He said, who does this? They say it's a young man. But the young man experienced a terrible situation, and he was even mediatized. I will send you the TV report. It's in our local language. So this guy said, I know someone from the north who has a lot of cattle. I will talk to him if he can help you. Since you can take out your cattle from the southwestern province to supply your shops to who sells to the housewives and save the public. So I think I'm going to find you a way instead of you closing all the shop, because I know what is happening back there, and I don't think it's going to end here. So I will just revive you. So firstly, he told me I had to build a meat sharing center, or rent a place that I can shop the meat. When it's being slaughtered in the slaughterhouse, you bring the carcass there. I need to own the coal room, and everything. So I told him, oof, now I don't have anything. He said, don't worry. If this man accept, he'll be giving you cattle. When they give the cattle, you sell, you pay a week later. I said, okay, you give little numbers so that after sales, I can respect my commitment. So that's how I was being revived back. The man gave me up to 300 cattle for credit.
Wow.
So that 300 cattle revived me until I made benefit. I rented a land. I bought containers for cold room containers. I built a meat sharing center with rooms for workers that they can change, private rooms, the male for butchers, then for females too that were cleaning meats during the process in my meat sharing center. So we had a wonderful kickoff. We start all over. So we started the journey again in Douala, 2016 ending. We kick off back again with this support from these guys, 2017. 2018, towards November, another terrible thing happened again.
Ugh.
Now, this is the land we rented out of from a lady to do our meat sharing center was being purchased by one of the richest businessman here, because that land was very strategic area. The lady never knew it was very strategic. When I came, I saw that land. I said, this is where I want to be. Because, in Africa, since it's not much developed, when you want to do business like mine, you want your warehouse to be somewhere. You need to position your warehouse where you can have many outlets getting to the warehouse, so that if there's traffic this way, the vehicles can go this way. If there's traffic this way, the vehicle can go this way. So that land is like at the center of a junction of an avenue that has so many outlets. So what happened? Like an orphan, I decided not to complain when I was being told that the land is being bought by a businessman. So, but what the terrible thing about that is that we were not notified, because my landlady, who is the owner of the land, inherited that land from her parent. So the brother was fighting with her for the land, and the brother is not like, from what she told me, the brother is not the child of the father. The brother is the child of the mother. They are from the same mother. So when the father died, the notary or the lawyer of the father, the family lawyer, gave her the inheritance of that place. So when the brother was always trying to play a fishy game to collect that land, because it was well placed, and when she met me, she was very impressed, and because the place was abandoned, I revived the place until it was like a center of attraction. Everybody would say, wow, this is a good position to do business. Meanwhile, I'm the one. And she said, people were coming even behind throughout those years. She said, no, I'll never betray this young man. This place was here, you people didn't see. So this young man came with his idea, and guess what? He gives me meat every week. So why do you expect me to kick you out? And I don't pay meat. If I want to eat meat, I goes there, I eat. He gives me meat. So the brother went and met the popular businessman called Santa Lucia, who owns a lot of supermarket in Cameroon. He met the man, they negotiated, and Santa Lucia is this kind of person that if he points a land that he needs it, whoever is there, if they negotiate with you, you don't accept, they just kick you out. So that's how they came and notify us on Friday. Then Monday morning, 5:30, I was still in the bed. The night watch of the place called me and told me, boss, I can see big vehicles here, all kind of terrible vehicles. They are destroying everything here. I said, what? So I lost everything in 2018. I almost got stroke because I was indebted 70 million Cameroon CFA. I borrowed money to buy a, how do they call it, container cold room. Then I built the place, and that loan was for 5 years, and 3 years. Then I rented the place for 5 years. I paid that woman upfront 5 years because she said she's getting old. She wanted to build a small house in her community. So since I knew that meat sharing center was there, I had more than 9 outlets that I used to supply meat. So from different neighborhoods. Then I bought vehicles. All that was through a loan to boost the business to a different level, so that each sales, when they shop, they kill the cattle in the slaughterhouse, the carcass are being bought, then it's being shopped and distributed. So the shop in one neighborhood called Daido, we have 200 kilos with bone, 200 kilos without bone. So that's how it's being distributed. Then the best thing that I did is that I used ladies to save the public. So you don't see butchers in my shops. You find girls. Then it was well decorated. I will send you some images. You'll see, you'll find a lady selling meat with globes with our logo on it, GaJo meat. Then you find TV. Then there's a toilet. Then there's a wash hand basin. After saving, you wash your hands. You can see. Then there's a men's meat machine, and we had the best price in the city. Standard price from January to 31st December. So it was a little bit shocking for some old people in the game of the butchery industry. They were like embarrassed that, this young man, because every person was telling them about the innovation and the impact I'm doing. Because you don't buy meat from me, then you go now and start to take out those fatty stuff around it. So when that happened, we lost everything, Dr. Fantastic. That is, I came that morning, everything was being destroyed. I shed tears, journalists were there. And the funniest part is this, that I was interviewed, but my interview wasn't shown to the public. They just took the part, then they took a video of I'll send you the video. They took a video of the signboard saying that we are farming in the wrong place. I just laughed. I said, these people, they don't know who they are talking. I just smiled. I said, okay. Dr. Fantastic, we decided not to go to court. I told my team it has happened, and we should just accept it the way it happens. I lose everything in Southwest due to the English crisis, and I've lost everything. They shouldn't bother. It was an experience. I thanked them for their time. We should just go home. I had 38 staff by then. 38. You can verify. I'll send you a TV stuff with from our local language. You listen to what they said in the documentary that was being taken on that day. So you look for anybody around your environment who understand Pidgin English, who will translate it and tell you. So I had 9 shops that were beside the cities, and I had 38 workers. I'm sending you some videos so that you can see. Then when that happened, I was owing cooperative banks I took credit from. They were after me. I went to the bank. I told them, this is the situation. They said, yeah, we saw it on TV, people's money. So I told them not to worry. I will start back like a merchant. So I started all over again like a merchant. So that's the saddest part of my story. I left from up here with the tinkle of an iceberg and become down.
Quite the journey. But I guess the moral of the story is kindness pays off, perseverance
So
pays off, hard work pays off. I mean, it's
yeah.
quite the story.
So the best part of the story, you're going to listen to that. I'm getting there. So the best part of the story is this. What happened? When this thing started, when these people started putting me pressure that they need their money, the bankers that I took loan to revive the business, to scale up my business, buy cold rooms and everything, they said, oh, Mr. Fotso, the money we gave you is not our money. You need to look for a way to start paying back the loan. I said, but people should give me time. They said, okay, what we can do is we really understand that you are in trouble, but we shall help you to clear off some part of the bills. That is, we eliminate, they call it profit.
Interest.
That is percentage. Interest. Yeah. We'll eliminate the interest part of it. Then we'll put you on
Schedule.
Just the amount that was being said that you have to pay. On your monthly, they call it what? They have their name that is in French that I know that name. So I was obliged to refund back that money. I told them, no worries, I'm going to do that. So during the process, I started back like a merchant. I went back to the interior. I met that man who introduced me to the man that bought 300 cattle during like 2 months' time or 1 month while we're doing business. I thanked him. I explained everything. He said, oh, yeah, you are an unlucky guy. Why must such things keep happening to you? I said, I don't know. I don't want to say I'm unlucky. I just feel maybe there is a message at every level. So I had to start back all over again. And I think the message that was being spread, or God was trying to tell me, or my ancestors was trying to send to me, was GaJo Livestock, because the ancestors saw in me that I was different, and through me, farmers can find happiness. And I only noticed that when I won my first award after the launch of the platform. So during that process of being a merchant, I missed twice accident. That accident it gave me a message. On the process of being a merchant, I experienced a lot of problems that farmers are facing. Limited access to market, limited access to veterinary doctors and animal health care, standardized price issue, that is the price for livestock actors, let's say farmers, animal feed, medication, it fluctuates. People just tell you the price the way they feel. When depending on the sell, there's no stable price through over the year. And it discourages a lot of farmers to embark on the journey, not to talk about the youth. So the main thing was that pushed me to launch this platform, because I met one man called Papa Amadou. Papa Amadou told me, you have to do something, because I used to buy from them and I come back with gifts and more money. When I sell well, I buy well from them. So he said, look, he called his community, he said, you see this young man, he's different. And I think he does not need to We need to introduce him to other head. Papa Amadu was like the head of the farmers community from that zone. So he told me, I'll introduce you to a lot of people, but you have to think how you are going to empower them with your ways, or you connect them to other people, merchants like you. I told them, Papa Amadu, it's difficult to find people like me because everybody is out there for the money. They don't care about humanity.
Ain't that the
So,
truth?
yeah, he told me, no, if that's not the case, you have to create something. I'm looking for those pictures while I'm talking to you too. So
We can do that later. Focus.
okay, okay. So he told me you have to do something. If you don't do something, our people will suffer. Most farmers like me, my style of farming is unique, and the youth are not interested in it. You see our community here, most of the youth are in the city, they are driving bikes. Some of them are into taxi driver work. Some of them are into mechanics. Some of them, but we have lands here. I don't know how it came about we are interested in this, but you need to create something. And most farmers are also being the main problem they have, exploited by middlemen. And they just do it just to earn a living. And when those middlemen do exploit them, they don't even care. So he said, you are different. He spoke to me that day and even cried. He said, I know you can do it. I just want you to figure out something. Even it's a WhatsApp group. Just create something that, because by then technology was already here. So he said, just create a WhatsApp group that you can share, connect other, I can tell other farmers head or farmers to join, so that each time they send their cattle, it can be sold by your team or your network. And I personally know they will be satisfied with what you are going to send to them, and your buying price is the best. So I want every farmer from the region and the other region to profit from your way. I said, okay, your company. I came back again for the other time to buy. Papa Madu still repeated that until he cried. He said, you need to do that. You are different. Because let me tell you something. People don't know, they only look at money. They don't even care about humanity, and they don't even care. Me, I care about the kind of meat I want to supply or the kind of cattle I'm giving out. I don't care about selling. So when I buy, I collect the cattle from them, or I buy from them. At times they will give me even more, and I will sell. In my mind, I know I never put anything up front. So I just had credit and I've made profit. So I buy them salt. I buy some of the medication like vaccine or something. I bring along with me. I give them. Then they saw the transformation in their cattle. They were in their bulls and some of their animals. They were happy. So what happened? This man talked to me again that day and was very annoyed. There's a stick here. Give me that other stick. He's the one who gave me that stick. You see, his stick is more larger than mine. He said, this is it. This is mine. This is this. Let me show you something. You see, mine is here. This is still long. So he said, I just want to give you this stick. And I believe, keep it there, please. I believe you merit it. So you need to do something before you, oh my God. So, which is going to help us. When I left, I came back, he was dead. We lost him. So when we lost him, I thought to myself, I have a tax. I have a tax not because of my grandfather, I have a tax because my grandfather not being only a livestock farmer, I met another person who was like a farmer too. And this man shared love. This man helped me to pay my debt by giving me credit. This man introduced me to other farmers. Tell them he stand like a guarantor. They can give me their cattle without paying. He's very sure. This man never knew where I was living. I could go to the city and never decide not to come. This man gave me that stick in my office. Here, I keep that stick in my office. Each worker who comes in here, I tell him, this is not a playground. We have a mission. Our mission is a mission that was being given by someone who said we have to help farmers. So when he died, I left back. I decided, it keeps ringing on my head. When I completed my debt, I decided to start all over again. I said, what was coming to my mind? Create something which is going to connect farmers, experts, and help farmers not to to encourage the youth to get into livestock farming. His words keep ringing in my head. Then I called some friends, called some elderly people. I told them about the vision. They just laughed at me. Everybody was laughing at me and rejected me. That no one is going to buy something, see this picture. We are not in the white man land. Some told me I'm a dreamer. Some laughed at me. At that point, I had to meet others. So I met one man. He told me, your approach is not good. Change your approach. Tell them, I have my money now. I want you to build me something. This is my idea. He told me that's what those people want to hear. You don't go and meet them, you speak bare hands. When you come with something, they will think and accompany you. So I changed my approach. The first 2, 3 I met, everybody was, yes, it's possible. So when I met the first guy, he charged me very huge amount, of which I told him, wait some months. I met the second guy, he charged me almost the same amount. I told him to wait too. The third guy charged me low amount. Then he told me, I'm ready to embark on the journey with you, but on one condition. I said, what? If I have anything, let's say any program, in need of anything, you just need to supply me. And I have a small place I built here that I've transformed to guest house. I showed you last time. He told me if I come, I can stay there too. I said, no problem. So that's how we launched GaJo Livestock. And what is GaJo Livestock? Because my vision was, my mission was, what keeps ringing on my head was to implement what Papa Amadou said. I never wanted to start and do it locally again. So when I launched it, I experienced a tremendous success. That is, farmers all over onboarded. But it's on the field that I learned a lot again. You know, when you have a platform that you say everybody can register free, in Africa here, you have both the good and the bad guys. And guess what? the people who are going to be much are the bad guys. So we were like, we made a lot of money in the beginning. We lost also a lot of money because we said, okay, when you buy, delivery free. If you see here, it's other standardized traceable livestock product will be delivered for free. You have seen? Without a smartphone. Deliver in 40 minutes free of charge. That's it. You see?
Yeah.
Standardized traceable livestock. So deliver for free with or without smartphone. So what were we doing? Then we have also here, you'll see veterinary services. You'll see it there. You see at the bottom here.
Mm-hmm.
At your home, that is home veterinary service for your farm and your home. So we were like leveraging easy access to veterinary service for farmers and for pet owners.
I think you should start a GaJo Livestock University.
No.
Teach. You
We're
gotta
gonna be
teach.
there.
Gotta teach people.
Yeah, we're gonna be there. We'll get there. But what is my main preoccupation is for farmers to do proper livestock farming first. So that, I've
Teaching.
lost so many friends because what we eat is our first medication. And I think we need to teach the public to adopt new dietary habits.
That's what you said.
Firstly,
University, a school. You need to teach this.
yeah.
But we need to teach
To them,
kindness because I think the
kindness,
success
yeah.
you have is because of your
Yeah.
kindness.
And the killers in these ecosystems are vet doctors from Cameroon and the rest Africa. You know what they do? When they are in the slaughterhouse, some of them, when the cattle are being brought, they notice that the cattle is sick or is being vaccinated less than 21 days because the proper time frame is 21 days vaccine. You can only consume a cattle which has more than 21 days vaccinated. So at times a farmer will be broke and has some contrain and or maybe his son in the city putting in pressure. He just vaccinated a cattle he will send to the market. And this is what gives us heart problem, a lot of trouble, waist pain, and cancer, so many diseases. So we have a mission. With GaJo Livestock, we are not only a platform that revolutionized livestock farming in Africa. We are a platform that guarantees food security and social protection. And we also offer connection, farmers, buyers connection with both internationally and nationally. So we offer them also easy access to veterinary healthcare with global experts at their disposal. So that's the dream. Then the mind-blowing thing we have done, to spread peace and kindness is that we offer 0% credit. I think you learned about that last time. I sent you videos, you see the people have offered credit. Like here in our office, this is feed. We have feed here. That is when we have an actor that produces feed, we can stand like the guarantee and collect the feed and give to the farmer. It's not every farmer who is dishonest. We know we scout out the farmers.
Farmers are fantastic. I love teachers and I love farmers, and I applaud what you're doing. What does GaJo mean? What is it? The definition for GaJo?
GaJo means victory.
Victory.
Courageous. Yeah, you're courageous, victorious, and everything.
Well, you've gone through a lot of ups and downs in this journey.
Courage.
Yes, your courage and your kindness is. I applaud you for getting through it all. You're fantastic, GaJo.
So we have gone through a lot, and since we launched this platform, it hasn't been easy. The first one was being destroyed because we embarked with ill-mind Africans, IT guys that to them, they were out to make money. Since they know I'm a farmer, farmers don't know technology. I don't have any idea in technology. All I know is to farm or control. I'm now like an expert. I can look at a cattle and tell this cattle is good. This one is sick. You understand? And what I do is like I go to I have a small team with a small commercial vehicle. We visit farms. We go now and inspect what they are doing. If you have anything you need, we ask you to onboard on the platform. If you don't have money, they write your name on a book. There's no restriction. You don't have any
Is this
documentation.
just in Douala or in other countries you're doing this, or what?
I've been to Kenya. Before launching the platform, I've been to 42 African countries just to inspect. When I go for a conference, after a conference, I never took a flight to just go and do this. You understand? But actually, right now, the impact we have got, we have farmers that we have connected to Nigeria market from Cameroon. We have farmers from Chad that we have connected to Cameroon market. We have farmers from Cameroon that we have connected to Gabon market. We have farmers from Cameroon that have sold day-old chicks and feed to Central African Republic. We have farmers recently I just supplied sheep goat to Congo. So, but it's not me getting the money. It's connecting the farmer, putting the smiles on the farmer's face. And he sells, at times, it's his will to give us a commission because he registered on the platform. Our registration package. There's 1,000 francs, which is like $2. We have 12,000, which is like $38, and 25,000, which is like $40 or $42, sorry. So, per year. So, every farmer is obliged to onboard. But when you need credit, I still stand like a guarantor, like a judge, like a father, like an expert. I bring you everything. And when they talk of credit, the credit does not end only with farmers. It extends to pet owners. Let's say people who have cats in their house, dogs. They can apply for vet service credit. And also actors that are registered in the platform. What happens? If you are bereaved, you need a cattle because these cattle farmers have like 3,000. He can trust me. I give you one cattle. Then I tell him I'll pay him a year after or 6 months after. He's going to be happy. He's going to be happy, and he will accept. He will accept. He will accept. And when he accepts, what happens? It doesn't have anything to do with him. But you now, the man in the city, maybe you have your child or your daughter school fees to pay that same month. Your mother just gave a ghost or he died last week, that same week, and you have to organize the funeral program. You need credit. You need a platform who can trust you. We no guarantee. See, if you are a user of our platform, we entrust you to give you that credit. It's like what you are doing with the fantastic or the kindness ambassador foundation or whatsoever you have done to people's mind or impacted the community. Today, I met Mr. David, who is a wonderful man, through you. You understand? So imagine you now that you have introduced, you talked about one lady who has a pig farm, we don't want people to ask money from people from the internet or from around their community. If you already have a farm, come to our platform, register. We'll check what you are doing. I think if you were to tell people they have to register $1, you will not have more than 12,000 or 15,000 subscribers on your platform. Maybe we'll have 5,000. Some people will say $1. In Africa, we say $1. When we convert it, it's good I take a beer. You understand? But it's free. So why are these people not onboarding on the platform? Why should it be a problem for you not to be on GaJo Livestock platform? So today, it offers 0%, they guarantee zero collateral credit. And people are seeing it. We have someone, Mr. Leonidas, who is a farmers head of an association of farmers in Ghana from Accra. He called us. He said, I went through your website. I saw your advert on TNT Africa French News. I was amazed. I went through your website. I read everything. I just want to thank you for implementing such thing. I know bad guys will come after you, but don't stop. I just thank you. I told him I won't give credit to any bad guy because I think where the vision came from, something tells me inside who to give credit. I don't just give credit to anybody. So it's a driven passion that it moves with a guide. It's not like it's business, you just copy that you see someone is doing McDonald's here, you go and take the license and do McDonald's. No, this is innovative. This is a driven force from farmers, cheers from various areas from Africa and the world. Guess what? One man registered yesterday from Turkey, Mr. Mohammed. I'll send you his website. He registered from Turkey. He has a solution in omega additive and medicine. He registered. We were shocked. He called me. He said, I'm very happy. I just registered and I love what people are doing. Just continue. Nobody should stop you from doing what you are doing. Those are my product. Whenever you find a buyer, I'm ready to give you a percentage from each sales I make from the platform. So imagine this. If we get that money from sales, we are not that kind of African we want to pump and buy. I'm a farmer. I don't love luxury. I don't find comfort in luxurious environment. I love nature. I love natural nature.
Well, you're a fantastic ambassador of kindness, my friend. I'm so happy to have you on board.
So, Dr. Fantastic, being a livestock farmer is living a fantastic life on earth.
And I hope we have more of them because
and I think with my influence, we are going to empower and more farmers around Africa, even the world, and push the youth, encourage the youth to embark on this journey. I'm happy because today, when I go inside, see, you can see, this is me here. You will see, this is me visiting a farm. You see? Mm-hmm. This is someone. He's a farmer on our platform.
Well, I think you're going to be a great Director General of Africa because you all your influence throughout Africa, and we need to spread your mission far and wide.
So you see, this is. I'll just show you some. These are some of our. This is how we go on field. These are the feed we go and give them. So these are the feed. You see, this is me feeding them. You see how the fish are happy? So
the fish are the food for the animals?
Yeah, we have them here. I even have some here in the office. I'll permit you. Here are they. He's waiting for another farmer who is in need. I'll borrow to him or she. You know, there's something particular about livestock farming. The main difficult part of it is feeding those animals. The feed sector covers 80%, if I may say so. You can consult a farmer from your area. They will tell you that young man is not far from the truth. Because
Are you growing your own feed?
no, I don't want to. I used to grow placaria, the grass, but when I had my cattle farm, we buy them and farm them. But now, what I will tell you is that I don't want to be part of anything. You can't be someone which you have been handed the responsibility, like the responsibility Mr. Papa Amadu, Mr. Amadu of late handed to me, and the encouragement and blessing my grandfather told me, nobody should make you feel uncomfortable while doing this. You have my blessing. So if you love it, keep it burning. Keep the fire burning. Don't allow anybody to quench the fire along the line. You find situation, and I've met all kind of situation, but one of my advisor, because I have my good friends are very old people. That's the funniest part of me, because people of my age don't understand me. They always call me funny man. They say you are funny. You are living in an old world, because they don't understand why someone like me will find comfort in the royal area. So I think I don't need to do farming any longer.
Okay.
I need to scout out farmers, help them. That's my mission on earth. Connect them, empower them.
How can we connect all these fantastic farmers with the kindness revolution? How do you see us working together?
That's a wonderful question, coming from a fantastic man I met in the Congo Peace Conference on the 30th of June, which is Dr. Fantastic himself asking me that question. So I think like the director ambassador that you appointed me for Africa, of ambassador of kindness and peace, I think with your platform and with what we are doing, our ancestors and God is going to guide us to meet good farmers to onboard on the platform. And I think the time will come. You know, when you are sure of what you are doing, or you don't need to do much publicity or much talking, people will know. Like right now, I don't have enough money to empower all the farmers. At times I have 100. They just call me, we need credit. I said, first register. When you register, I don't come alone. The registration money is not for me or my workers. What happens? You give 25,000, let's say 40 or $40. We pay a vet doctor. We displace ourselves. That does not limit wheresoever you are. If you are even, there are distances we visit that are right in the interior, that just the transportation alone, to and fro, is more than $100. When the farmer sees us coming, he say, you buy here. And we put him smile, we bring interest in his activities by the youth. The youth say, some guys from an organization called GaJo Livestock, they came and did a documentary with my father. My father is going to be a celebrity. They'll put him on their platform. They'll promote him. So today, I've signed so many partnerships that I don't want to disclose here. But if you permit me, because I don't love publicity on people's platform without their permission, I've signed partnership with expert of solar energy, green energy, like we call it in our community. That helps to empower farmers with innovative irrigation system. And we have signed partnership with experts that are good in borehole. So we invite all the experts to register. We have signed partnership also with veterinarians, technicians, and doctors, nurses, even students. Because the students, when we have a farm that we give credit, we can give you, you can come and do internship, stage, you can volunteer on our platform, in our company. We are open. Despite wheresoever you are in the world, America, Europe, we need your expertise in this platform. We need more experts to onboard. For veterinarians, it's free. I don't demand any money for them. The only people I ask to pay is farmers and vendors. That is vendors of feed and everything. But the animal health care service, everyone is free. The expert side, if you are an expert, you are selling something, you pay. I think 1,000 francs is like $2 or $1 cent. It's not, it doesn't cost anything for you to be on board.
Right.
You understand? So
Very
I
fair.
want all the, but if you are a vet, it's free because I need them. I have 3 ambassadors here. I have a vet, I have a feed seller, I have a farmer. So I think with the foundation for the world harmony and the kind movement of peace, we are going to build something great, not only for Africans, for the world. And since our journey, we have empowered farmers across Africa with our platform. Because I have a lady from Namibia. She thinks when she sees the platform, she says, when are you coming? She's the former Minister of Finance, Miss Maureen. We met in the African Development Bank conference in 2024. Miss Maureen, she said, oh, when are you coming to Namibia? I said, Miss Maureen, I will come. But I know I keep telling her my presence is not highly needed. If you are interested, tell me. I'll connect you to my team. They'll figure out where you guys can. Anyone can register. Recently, is the man from Ghana. He said he wants to pay me ticket for me to come to Ghana. He's going to gather all the farmers. I told him, look, first of all, you know the problem I was experiencing these few days, that you brought the solution to us due to the bad guys on qualified staff that I had. One of them, the 2 of the ITs that were disturbing me before you brought David in. This guy in Ghana invited me. He said, I told him, no, look, the essence is not going to Ghana or being in Ghana. The importance is registering farmers from Ghana. Scout me out a vet doctor, scout me out a feed seller, scout me out more farmers. There is a place. If they want to register like client, they register. If they want to move now, like seller or vendor, they tell me, I'll onboard them. You understand? I need one, before I onboard anybody, I need a vet doctor to go and control what they are doing. I need like 3 because I don't get response from one person. It can be your friend. You come and say, no, it's good, it's good. We know African, we know ourselves. He was amazed. He said, brother, I'm offering you a ticket to come. Let's talk and let's see. I want to be your representative here. I said, that's not my mission to travel. I want to come there where I know.
We have Zoom. We have Zoom that works.
Yeah. I wasn't more informed about Zoom. I'm not like
It's a
an
digital
IT or
world.
web.
It's a digital world
So
today.
I'm not into digital world. So I just told him we need numbers, we need records, we need to impact, we need actors. So start with veterinarians. It's easier. Just go there, get their number. I will talk to them. Yeah, I talk to them. You register free, like in the kind movement, in the world
So
kind.
for the audience, what is the where do they go? What's the website name?
Oh, the website name is www.GaJoLivestock.com. Now, when you are in the GaJo Livestock website, just register. You can register like a client. It's free. We have a lot of registration on that sector. Now, get on the other side, because this is the second solution. This side, like a farmer, like an expert, is from $2. You just pay. And if you have any issue, contact one of the numbers there, WhatsApp us, we'll fix it, because we are still working with our little resources. We hope one day we find good funds that we can build something which is of good standard, like your platform, your website that was built by Mr. David. Anyway, I'll use this opportunity to thank him, because he's doing an incredible job for us, and he has put a smile on my team's face. So I think while on this journey, we just hope each and everyone that comes on our platform should know we are not here to play. We are here to change lives. We are here to impact our planet. We are here to empower those farmers. We are here to encourage. We should stop this hate language that there is no work, there is no employment. It's not everybody that has to be at the office. It's not everybody who has to sit in an air-conditioned, well-arranged place. Today, I attend big meetings, diplomatics, why I'm a farmer. So being a farmer, you just have to be honest. It can take you anywhere. You can be given an opportunity to talk. If I'm given an opportunity to talk to you all today through Dr. Fantastic's platform, is because I did what I did with honesty and loyalty. So
And
I
kindness.
invite
And don't forget kindness.
kindness. So I invite each and every one of you out there, let's hit 1 million users on Dr. Fantastic's platform. If you are there, means you are on GaJo Livestock platform, because I know with his kindness movement, he's going to scout out who is in need of what. Don't worry. No, don't even bother yourself. If you live, even it's in the US, in Brazil, I'll take this opportunity to greet Daniela of the Santa Maria farm, which is a huge livestock farmer. She is the head to a family of livestock farmer. The father was a veterinarian.
Mhm.
She works with me. She was in Cameroon. So I
Let me
can
tell you-
help you to obtain credit from her
Let me
farm,
tell you
because she
something.
believes.
What
Yeah.
you don't know that's happening is through the years, a lot of people said, I want to promote my business through your global community. I said, no, this is not about business. It's not about politics. It's not about religion. But I realized people need to make money. So David is incorporating what we came up with. It's called the Global Kindness Social Network. And inside our website, World Kindness List, now you can put your email and you're going to put your website, and we're going to connect businesses and farmers and veterinarians to network. But you have to be an ambassador of kindness to be part of this community. And when you're an ambassador of kindness, you're not greedy. So we're establishing a new consciousness where people are not greedy, they're kind, because that's what glues us all together, is the kindness. Because you have to follow three kindness. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and be kind to Mother Earth. And it's perfect for GaJo. It's perfect what you're doing.
My brother, Dr. Fantastic, that's a fantastic idea. I won't lie to you. I'm going through hell building this vision all alone. I need partners to on board on this, honest partners. That's the only thing I can add. If someone is somewhere on this planet Earth, the vision is there. He can join us. Let's scale up the business. You understand? And the business is not out to make money. It's out to empower actors and experts.
Yes.
Who are the actors? The farmers. Who are the experts? The vet technicians and all the rest.
There's a lot of people out there, and there's a lot of wealthy people out there, and there are a lot of kind people out there. But most people don't know about our mission, our kindness revolution. I call it the world's best kept secret. So now we're going to reach someone one day that says, they're going to bring us the financing.
If God and our ancestors can guide you through this your platform, for us to reach someone, I will tell the person, I don't need your cash. I just need you to, I will connect you to someone like David. You drop him whatsoever he needs for him to put a proper platform. Then you just sit back and watch. You tell him, we hand everything to David. You tell him, this is what I need to be deposited in my account monthly. Then you allow us to work, because I don't want, we have this problem of in Africa that people claim to know what they don't know. Let me explain. Someone is not very good at IT. He will tell you, I'm the best. You give him money, then what he will supply to you, you'll be embarrassed. Someone is not good, he's not a good doctor. They will tell you when he opens his clinic, he will put dentist, generalist, psychologist, how do they call this one? Cardiologist. He does everything. When did you study all those professions? So we need everyone
To be honest.
To be honest,
To be honest.
to tell the problem, yeah, this is what I'm best on. And we have experienced this. I experienced this because this last 2-3 years has not been, I've been into the livestock farming for 16 years. So the last 3 years since I launched GaJo Livestock has not been easy. So I think, and I'm the only sole investor. I don't have any partner. I believe the partner I have are my team that started this journey with me. And
Partnerships are tough.
I will never betray them. Why? Because if you're honest to me, I'm honest to you. If you're not honest to me, I kick you out of the vision, because we are not
my
yet.
my policy is lie to me once and we're done, because that means you're going to lie more than once. I don't like liars.
So I don't want people to tell me stories or to pretend to be honest for 6 months, then the number 7 months you become an honest person. So I plead, if God can permit through your platform, we have someone who will tell the person, if you are coming in, if we need communication, we contact a communication company to do this. If we need an ambassador, we say, okay, you send this money, this person, someone will find important and interesting to become an ambassador. If we need to develop our technology to another level, we'll tell, this is Mr. David Allen here. Send him, this is his company account, send him the money. We don't need cash. We need to scale up our business. And if we set up this, my happiness will be putting smiles on livestock farmers, encouraging the youth to get into livestock farming, because most of them don't understand what is there. And this is going to fight malnutrition.
Well, as long as we have humans that need to eat, we need livestock farmers,
Yeah. This is going to fight bad malnutrition, promote food safety, promote social protection in Africa and the world, and it's going to empower the youth, because there's a lot of youth complaining there is no employment. Where you tell them farming, you say, it's difficult, Massa. I don't want to get into this because
it's a different
I don't know where to
personality.
go.
You need to be loving yourself before you can be a farmer, because you're not really doing it for the money. Like teachers, I told you my 2 favorite things are teachers and farmers.
Okay.
They're fantastic human beings. Let's wrap
you
it
see
up.
What you just said?
I want you to give me a closing comment on life, love, and the pursuit of happiness. So close it up with something really fantastic to say.
No, I want to tell, before I close it up, I would like to answer what you just said. You see what you just said? You said something that you really need to love yourself and what?
Well,
you really need to love
teachers
yourself.
aren't doing it for the money. Farmers aren't doing it for the money. You shouldn't do things for the money. You should do things for the love of yourself and others and the planet. That's our philosophy. That's the kindness revolution philosophy. So that's why I have a high respect for teachers and high respect for farmers. We need both. We need more of both.
Okay, today, when the youth, they're listening to such speech coming out from people like you or I, say, okay, you need to do this for, you don't need to do this for your money, you don't need to do this, you need to do it for passion, you need to, that they will tell you they are not out for passion or they are out for money. So this is
100%.
why, this is why we decided to create this platform that connects them easily to buyer, because when you farm, you don't have a buyer. It starts disturbing you. You spend more on feed. At the end of the day, you don't get rewarded for what you invested. So I think, like a kindness ambassador, today I'll pledge to be kind and to encourage the whole world watching this podcast from you to be kind to others, so that together we can promote a world with peace and love and fantastic people, because the world has much to give than what we have.
Well
The
put.
world has nothing. Yeah, because if you don't know, there are places when you go there, you are amazed. I was in a conference in Singapore. I went to a place called Sentosa. I visited that place after the conference. Everything was artificial, but I never knew it was artificial. They took me underwater walk. I was amazed. I was moving. Fishes were up my head. So the world, every part of the world has something to give. You go to Japan, you go to China, you go to America. So I think it's time for us to spread kindness, to be an ambassador of kindness, to be fantastic to ourselves and to others. So we don't need dishonest people around. We need honest people to build a lovely world.
And
Or a
that's why it
fantastic
starts with
world.
the children. You know, the Global Kindness Pledge will indoctrinate children from very early age to love themselves, others, and the planet. And so, we need more schools to form groups, more places of worship to form groups, spread kindness locally, educate people. It's education. We need to educate people. Bottom line.
You know what I loved about your movement? That you have three things you say: be kind to yourself, be kind to all others, and be kind to our environment. When you talk about the environment, I find myself in more, because when you go to the rural area, you find real kindness because they are close to nature.
100%.
If you don't mind, I have a short story to tell you. There's one man, he told me one day, one farmer, he told me, I was coming from the farm, I fell on the donkey, I had an issue with my leg. The donkey stood there, I couldn't climb that donkey. I was really feeling pain. So I had to sit for a while. He said, immediately the first person that saw him on the ground rushed towards him. But when he visited the city, he saw someone who fell on the bike. People were standing, they took out their phone, they were taking pictures. Nobody watched to him. Was him. So I think with what you are doing, just me listening or reading or training children that they have to be kind to themselves, be kind to all others, and be kind to the environment, because we don't need to kill our environment with pollution, throw still stuff like this everywhere, plastic or all those things. So it's a fantastic thing you are doing. So Dr. Fantastic, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And if you have noticed, I keep sending, I keep registering people, means you have an active ambassador, not a sleeping one. So I don't do that because I want to do it. I just want to do it to please you. I do it because the vision is aligned with what we are doing.
It's
There are
totally in
there-
line. 100%
There are
in
two
line.
old men. There are two old men who came in here the other day. They said, "We just came to see you to ask, how do you make money when you give free credit?" I told them,
Well, people,
"I'm happy to."
the kindness
I don't-
revolution and all our initiatives are totally free, and people don't get free. They don't respect
Yeah.
free. They don't understand free. They
Free,
question
yeah.
free. It's what it is.
You know what I told them, Mr. Bertrand and Mr. Jackson. I told them, "Give me your number. What do you do?" He said, "I'm a creative." "What do you do?" "I own a press." I said, "Okay, a press paper, a magazine." I said, "Okay, give me your name. I'll register you to one movement. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and be kind to your environment." I showed them that your flyers. So they had much question to ask, but just those three things they read answered everything. And
Everything.
I asked them, "Are you ready for lunch? We are going for lunch. Can you follow us to lunch?" They said, no, we have got enough of you. And we understand now how come, where is the idea to spread. I said, just imagine, what does he do? He said this. What does he do? He said this. I said, okay. If you know someone what is in need of your service and he doesn't have money now, you can help him. Or you find him someone who is in need of his service. You empower him. So that's what I'm doing. I said, don't complain. Why do you people find problem in the aspect that I'm giving credit for free? They said, no, you could have put even 2%, 1% for us to understand. I said, no. And you know something? With that initiative, both the customers and the farmers and the expert are going to apply for credit. And when they apply for credit, once you are giving credit, everybody will have smile on his face. And I will ask you to register in the kindness movement. You have these 3 elements ringing in your head. You'll be reminded to pay back my credit because
you're kind.
It's like an undertaking, because people say, okay, do you sign an agreement or do you sign a contract with them? I say, no, they just fill the form on the platform. So what? I say, yeah, but you need to register.
Yeah.
So I think it's high time everyone watching this podcast or this interview, we decide to love each other and spread kindness for the world, for us to have a fantastic world, for us to have a good environment.
My friend, the 3 commitments to kindness solve all mankind's problems. We got to go. Fotso, you are fantastic. You're going to be an amazing Director General in Africa because you know the countries, and your services are fantastic. We're going to do wonderful things together. Thank you, my friend. We'll talk often.
Thank you.
God bless you. Bye-bye.
God bless you. Yeah.
Welcome to the Be Fantastic channel, where you will find many fantastic interviews with amazing people.
Visit the top world museums,
Incredible zoos,
beautiful national parks,
special events, and much more.
These videos are designed to educate,
Inspire,
motivate, and entertain you.
We hope you will enjoy them.
Join the Be Fantastic philosophy.
Please subscribe,
like, and share.
Well, it's that time of the show for Dr. Fantastic Cooks. It makes me very happy to get in the kitchen and cook. It makes me happier to eat what I've cooked. I even like shopping because I think it's the most fun pantry when you go to a supermarket. I also want to let you know that we have a new WhatsApp group called Cooking is Fantastic, where I'll start posting more cooking episodes because, it's easy for me to do. And, most people think it's entertaining. I hope you do too. But, they're fast, economical, easy, and delicious. You can't beat that combination. There's been some recipes where it took, a little bit of time and a little bit more money. And I enjoy Instagram seeing these fantastic recipes. And so maybe we'll add some of those, because I invite you, if you're a chef or a cook or even wanting to know more, to join the WhatsApp group. It's listed at worldkindnesslist.com. And it's all about cooking and enjoying food, enjoying life. So do join and enjoy this episode. I'll see you at the end of the show. Talk to you later. Here we go. This thing keeps popping up here. Can't we all just get along? Technology, you never know. See you in a little bit.
80% of people in the world should be able to make this pizza for under $3. We've got 25 cents of flour, 10 cents of yeast. We've got 30 cents in tomatoes, 30 cents in onions, and 25 cents in garlic. We've got $1 in mozzarella cheese. We've got 2 cents in broccoli florets. We've got 80 cents in pepperoni. And we've got a few pennies in jalapenos and what have you, all for under $3 for the homemade, delicious pizza. It is fantastic.
Well, if you're still here, I hope you really enjoyed that interview, because it was a lot. And it was a pretty interesting story, and it shows you that kindness really does work. Hard work pays off. Perseverance, of course, is important. He's been through quite the roller coaster in business, but he kept to it, and you got to give him credit for that. Hope you enjoyed the cooking episode. I hope I hope this show put a smile on your face. I hope it showed you that you can be happy if you want to be, because you should want to be. Hopefully, who wants to be depressed all the time? It's always easier to fail than to succeed. And you can blame it on your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your environment, your color, your creed, your environment. Everyone blames everything and everyone but themselves. So don't blame. I hate the blame game. Just be happy, and whatever you've been doing that's making you happy, keep doing it. I'll see you next week, and have a happy week. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share. Please join my YouTube channel, Be Fantastic. Lots of interviews from around the world. Inside there, of course, are a lot of my cooking episodes. My Dr. Fantastic Burger Challenge, where I rate burgers from all over the world. My Ferris rides, zoo visits, museum visits, fantastic interviews, all sorts of fun stuff. Yeah, something for everyone. And I'm going to keep doing it. And people are digging it, so that's what's cool. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Okay, what does this pop up here? It's always something here. As you know, there's not a team behind this. It's just Monte, aka Dr. Fantastic, doing the best he can to make you smile and make you happy. Have a happy week.
I met Dr. Fantastic along life's way, and I heard him say, "You gotta say, I am fantastic, la la la. I am fantastic. You can feel it if you say it. It ain't a game. You gotta learn how to play it. Fantastic, fantastic. Just listen to the doctor. He's a rocker. He walks around all day. He ain't plastic. He's not sarcastic. He says, I am fantastic.